NYU Abu Dhabi was, to me, an unparalleled educational opportunity.
The diversity here is incredible, and so you get to learn a lot from people around you.
Like the conversations you have every day are deep conversations. We are invested, we are interested, both issues in our own home countries and in the world, and I think that makes this place unique.
As an undergrad student, I really wanted an experience where I could have close contact with professors, with my peers, and also the surroundings.
I wanted to study different things and expose myself to different kinds of ideas.
I can't think of anywhere else where students would be as appreciated and encouraged to take on new challenges.
When something challenges you, you kind of go faster.
We're 18, 19, 20, 21, and this is the time to really be a part of something.
NYU Abu Dhabi came out the left field for me. I'd never planned to leave the UK to study university, but then I heard about NYU Abu Dhabi in an email from my college counselor at school.
And my counselor said, you know, I know you want to travel and I know you want something new, and there's this new campus opening in Abu Dhabi, and I didn't know where that was.
We had the people from admissions visit us at Emirates National School, my high school. And they said, instead of you going to a good school abroad, a good school has come here to Abu Dhabi.
My mom heard about it and she told me about this school that was in Abu Dhabi and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. She told me to look it up, and I looked it up and I saw that it was NYU.
Coming from an international high school experience in India, I knew that I wanted to go to NYU Abu Dhabi to understand what a global citizen is.
I came to NYU because I wanted an opportunity to really, truly see the world. You know, as a tiny little 17-year-old, moving around and being in the United Arab Emirates, I think it was a thrill.
And there's a spectrum of personalities, spectrum of people with different interests and values and beliefs, so it's a lot of exchange of ideas in here.
Whether you're in the classroom, whether you're outside the classroom in clubs, like on the sports pitch, in the dining hall, you're always learning from other people because everyone's bringing a different perspective to the table.
And I thought this would just be so much more exciting.
NYU Abu Dhabi is a university of the highest quality, which has at its heart a liberal arts college of arts and sciences, which is unmatched, I really believe, both in developing the conceptual and ethical qualities that are at the center of liberal arts education and preparing students to be leaders of a more united, peaceful, and responsible world.
You see diversity thrown around all the time these days. It's just a buzzword for having a few people with different hues of skin tone in one room. But I think NYU Abu Dhabi goes beyond that in attempting to find people who have such different conceptions of the world we live in, but want to do something good in it and with it.
We have a student body that likes to write, a student body that likes to sing, that likes to do sports, that likes to ask questions and bug everyone about the bigger issues, which is great.
An NYU Abu Dhabi student is culturally sensitive, smart. Most importantly, I think an NYU Abu Dhabi student has a purpose.
When I came to NYU Abu Dhabi, I knew that I want to do chemistry, but I didn't know what kind of chemistry and what exactly in chemistry I want to do. And so I started with taking courses that I knew I had some interest in, and just trying to see what I like, what I don't like.
With the core program and the other programs, we get a breadth of knowledge in terms of a lot of fields, and in the same time a depth of knowledge in the field that you're interested in.
I chose political science, but I took courses in mathematics. I took courses in economics. In fact, and I don't even regret it, even though I did really bad, I took a photography class. And it was a really, really good experience.
Back home in Turkmenistan, teacher is something like higher, like a boss. So, but once I came here with my professor, we were like friends, we were like colleagues. And he would not only listen, but he would always ask me, what do you think about it?
You really get a lively class environment in a lot of your courses. And that's exciting because I really enjoy going into a class and maybe knowing the topic of a lecture, but not really knowing necessarily where the class might go.
It's not giant lecture halls in which you're just one person there, but it's small environments in which you're finding out what they think and they're finding out what you think at the same time.
And that obviously lends itself to very deep discussion, insightful discussion, but at the same time it offers better insight into the opportunities that professors can provide to the students. I mean, for example, in my archaeology class, we just got invited to go out to investigate a dig, an excavation happening in the Delma region here in the UAE. I think that's an incredible opportunity. This place is full of opportunities. It's so student-centric.
As an NYU Abu Dhabi student, I have access to all the NYU campuses around the world, which are in basically all the continents. So this semester I decided to study away in New York. I felt like being in New York would give me the opportunity to have a feel of what the real world feels like.
As a student, I'm able to travel anywhere around the world and to really immerse myself into that culture, into that country, get to know the people, get to know the language, getting an experience about the differences of what makes that place unique.
Whether it's Florence and the arts or Shanghai and business, the possibilities are endless when it comes to each center focusing on a particular track and complementing each other.
So when I went to Shanghai, I took classes in US-China relations and Chinese environmental governance and policy. And then when I went to Washington, D.C., I took classes in American politics and in American journalism.
When I got the rare opportunity to go to Buenos Aires, I got the chance to learn about their financial crisis. And that's where I learned, you know what, I think I want to learn more about this.
This experience of traveling around the world, it makes it very easy for me to start any conversation with anyone. I graduated from NYU Abu Dhabi, and now I'm a consultant at McKinsey, which is a global strategy and implementation firm. My first ever project was to prepare and design an entrepreneurship strategy for the entire country. And I was 23 years old, fresh grad out of college, like one team member out of the 4-people team. The perspective and the knowledge I got from NYU AD, that's so incredibly cosmopolitan, incredibly broad. It helped me a lot to believe in myself that I can crack a problem on a national level. It's not just about the education I received. NYU AD also provided us a lot of opportunities to do things that we are enthusiastic about.
I made friends from all over the world here, and we always have some interesting conversations, like about the politics, about the situation in different countries, about the outlook, about the ideas of NYU Abu Dhabi itself.
There's a real sense of community on campus. Those connections are so strong that no matter what you're doing, if you're in class, if you're studying abroad, the distance no longer matters. There's a sense here that once you make a friend, you keep a friend.
The university has made sure that this is a comfortable and safe space for any and every student to be.
The ARC, the Academic Resource Center, is where we have the global academic fellows, and so you can make appointments with them, and they are there to support you.
The facilities here at NYU Abu Dhabi are one of the best in the world. Some of the machines are only maybe like 5 in the world, and we have one of them here.
It's so nice to have all the facilities that we need to really make this into a very exciting university experience.
I think that global education is the most significant dimension of higher education today. Each student must be able to look at the world in a global way and reach across differences within their own societies, differences in personality, differences in ideology, differences in background, and they must lead their nations through the professions that they lead to be constructive players in the world community.
It is a genuine opportunity for you to learn from that person's perspective, for you to learn about their attitude. What makes that person different? How could we both work together to understand each other and perhaps, just maybe, create a better tomorrow?
I was looking for something different when I applied to university, and if you are looking for a really rich intellectual environment, a really rich intercultural environment, this is the place to come.
It's not like anything that I had experienced in the past. If you want to try something new, if you want to start up something, they're always there to support you.
It stretched me to work with people in ways that I have never worked before, to work in teams.
And it really changed the way I think about the world.
It helped me change tracks a little bit.
It has been a turning point in my life.
It's more than just a resume builder. It's one of those things that you take with you as a life experience.
It helped me to be sure about what I want to be in life.
That's what NYU AD has really given me, the opportunity to learn from people so different to who I am and to turn that into something positive.
I I think NYU Abu Dhabi is a very special place. It's for people who are willing to take initiative, to grasp opportunity, to bond with people, to step up and think big.
NYU AD has prepared me for the real world by constantly reminding me that I'm part of it.
I'm an aspiring Philippine foreign servant, and one day I do hope to be an ambassador for the Philippines.
I hope to get into graduate school, become a professor, and then come back to my home country and maybe build a research facility back home.
I want to graduate thinking, not that I'm done, but that there's so much more to do. And that I have a really good beginning, but that it's not over.